wanna be with you always, 'cause that is what my heart says. That's what my heart says. I wanna be with you always.
Good morning. Good morning. It has just turned 7 o'clock. It's on a Monday morning and I am just about to do a workout. I have a teeny tiny little bit of coffee left in there. Just going to finish this quickly. Today is a lower body workout. I'm going to be doing that 30-minute one there. 30-minute leg burnout. Take off my fluffy hoodie. And also take off my fluffy socks. Because it's starting to get really cold. I was going to say in the mornings, but throughout the whole day it gets really cold. So to be honest, I can't really be bothered to do this workout. That is how it goes the majority of the time. I never can be bothered to do a workout. And I'm always like, oh. And then once I've done it, I feel so good for getting it done. But it's fine. We still work out regardless of our feelings. Whether we want to or not, we get it done. We get it done. And that's part of the reason I do it in the morning as well, because I have no excuse. I really don't like doing evening workouts. Evening workouts are just a big no for me. Like, by the time that it gets to the evening, I don't want to do anything. Like, all I want to do is sit on the sofa, relax, watch a bit of YouTube and chill. I prefer to just get it done and dusted in the morning, get it out of the way. I would say probably 90% of the time that I work out, I never want to do it. I always used to see people that would work out on Instagram and things like that and think, wow, they must be so motivated. Like, how are they just able to do it? They just must have some sort of superhuman motivation that I don't possess. But no, there's no such thing. You just do it whether you want to or not. Okay, let's do this.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to your 30-minute leg workout with a burnout at the end. We're going to have 30-second work periods today. It's circuit style, so 3 exercises together, all the way from top to bottom. So grab your dumbbells, your water, and your sweat towel, and a yoga block if you have it for a heel lifted option, and let's get to it.
Every change has a reason. Baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If we stop believing we're meant to be, expanding our abilities. If the passion's gone,
Just gonna lay here for 20 seconds. Oh, nice cool laminate floor. I need to get a sip of water, but my water bottle is up there and I can't move right now. I don't need water, it's okay. You know, I can just stay here for the rest of the day. I'm gonna get up in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, this is a nice stretch actually. This is such a nice stretch. Workout complete. That was tough. That was tough. Lower body days are always tough. Upper body days are tough as well, but I think because some of the exercises that you do with lower body, like those Bulgarian split squats, the ones where I had one leg on the arm of the chair and then the other leg is like in a lunge almost. Oh, and then you go down and it's on one leg. They are so difficult. But I did it, I got it done. The power block dumbbells that I've got, they go up to, I think they go up to is it £100? Just had a look at them, 41 kilograms in each one. Let me look on Google. So in each dumbbell, it's £90. Yeah, so in each dumbbell, there's about £90 in each one. Lifting as heavy as I can, but not pushing myself to like, I'm not doing like powerlifting. It's more kind of functional strength. So I usually don't do like £100. I don't usually lift the two dumbbells together. Like I wouldn't lift nearly 200 pounds in one go. I mean, I might do in the future, you never know. Like if I get super strong and I feel like I need to, then I will. But most of the time, I would say my weights are usually no more than like £50, maybe £60, depending on the day. But it's still heavy. Like when I'm working out, like I'm still exerting myself. And also as well, those power block dumbbells, I'll just have a look on Amazon. These ones are £179 for these power block adjustable dumbbells. These are like £24 each. Yeah, I don't think they do the exact ones that I used to have on Amazon anymore. I can't see them. But there are so many different varieties. Like if you go onto Amazon and you just type in power block adjustable dumbbells, they have so many different kinds and they go up to different weights. I think when I got mine, they were about £220 or something like that, which is kind of expensive, but then kind of not, because it's an investment. I use them every single week and I've had them now for I've had them for like 9 years and they've still lasted really well. I use them all the time with every single workout and they're just so handy because they don't take up space. Like it's so good that you can have lots of different weights within one place, like without having to have like 10, 15 sets of dumbbells. I mean, obviously if you have the space for that, like if you've got like a little home gym setup where you've got the space, then you can have that. But if you are just working out from home and you just have like a really small space where you don't have lots of storage, then power block adjustable dumbbells I would recommend. Let's open the blinds. That tree that I was talking about, that I said looked so beautiful when it was all autumnal and orange and yellow, all the leaves have gone off it now, so now it's just like a bare tree. But I mean, that's why we have the seasons, because we have autumn, then we have winter. It's currently winter, so now the leaves are kind of falling off the trees and it's just like bare twig trees. But I still appreciate them because, you know, it's still nice to see. It's like a naked tree, which is still beautiful in its own way, you know? Like when the tree is naked and you can't see the leaves on it, you can appreciate the movements within the branches. Like it just looks very stencil-like and bare. don't know what I'm talking about. But basically, yeah, I still love to see the trees even when there are no leaves on them because they're still pretty, you know? Oh my gosh, look how red my face is. Wow, she's a beetroot. Okay, good. I like the detail. That's great. Okay, and then what does Peter say here?
Draw a circle between the table and chair.
Good. Yes. Great. We have lunch, dinner, and breakfast. And we have morning, afternoon, and night. So, when do we eat breakfast?
Morning.
Good, well done. In the morning, yes. And when do we eat lunch?
Afternoon.
Good, yes. And when do we eat dinner?
Night.
Good, well done. What can we eat for breakfast? Can you circle with your pen? Good. What do you like to eat for breakfast?
Rice and vegetable and kimchi.
Oh, nice, delicious. What is this?
Playground.
Playground. Good, well done. And how is it? Is it loud or is it quiet?
Loud.
Loud. Good, well done. Do you like when it is loud or do you like when it is quiet?
Loud.
Loud. Okay, nice. Why do you like when it is loud?
Fun.
It's fun. Good. Good answer. Nice. Yes. Okay, great.
Bet I'm everything you see. Bet I'm everything you need. We're high on this feeling, don't wanna come down. Just go on and tell me, get into my eyes and everything.
It is honestly so cold. I'm absolutely freezing. The tip of my nose is like an icicle. My hands are just almost numb because they're so cold. There's like no feeling in them. Siri, what's the temperature today?
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
Oh, okay, sorry.
You'll need to turn on location services for that. Want to turn it on just this once, or while using Siri.
Just this once.
The high temperature today will be 7 degrees Celsius, and the low will be 4 degrees Celsius.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
It's really, really cold. I've tried to layer up as much as I can because layering is key in winter. I'm wearing, oh gosh, look at all the bubbles on my leggings. You know when you get all those bubbles? I don't actually know how you get rid of them, but never mind anyway. So we have one pair of leggings, two pair of leggings, and a pair of trousers as well. So I'm wearing 3 layers on the bottom. Oh, and then my socks as well. And then I'm wearing 2 pairs of socks as well. So yeah, I'm all layered up, but I'm still feeling absolutely freezing. So I've just popped on the heating. I'm just gonna give it a blast for like half an hour or so, just so I can get a bit of feeling in my fingers. The heating is so expensive though, like energy bills have gone up and it's just quite pricey, you know, like So I'm trying not to put the heating on if I can help it. I've actually done really well. Last week, I only put the heating on once in a week. Once in the whole week, which is really, really good. But to be fair though, I did look a little bit ridiculous because I just was wearing layers upon layers upon layers. Like, got some pictures on my phone I took because I just looked so stupid. So I was just like, let me take a picture to mark this occasion. This was me on one of the days last week, reading my book while wearing gloves and layers. I had like 3 jumpers on and a hoodie as well. Reading a book with gloves is interesting, you know. Trying to turn the pages while wearing gloves is tricky. But what I did is I got the bookmark and used the bookmark to turn the pages. So, and then this was me last week as well. There I am, I've got like a dressing gown on, hoodies, lots of jumpers. So yeah, I did really well last week, and for the last few weeks actually I've done very well. Like, I barely put the heating on. I've really been trying to just wear lots of layers because the heating is so expensive, and to be honest, I can't really afford it. But it is starting to get even colder. Like, apparently it's supposed to snow quite soon, so yeah, I'm treating myself to the heating for half an hour. I wish I was rich. Never mind. Anyway, I had a student last week, and my student asked me, she said, do you have a mummy? And I said, no, I don't have a mummy. And she said, why? And I said to her, my mummy died. And she said, how did she die? And I said, she got very, very sick. And then she said to me, how old were you when she died? And I said to her, I was 20 years old. And then she said, oh, you must be very sad. You must be really lonely. And I said, I'm okay. And then she said, that must be really difficult for you. And I said, yes, it is, but I'm okay. I just thought it was so sweet how this student, who is 7 years old, could just be so thoughtful and like, yeah, I just love how kids can just be so truthful and honest. Kids are just so like honest, and they're so themselves, and I don't know, I just thought it was really sweet. Yeah, we were looking at families in that class, maybe? I can't remember, but oh, actually no, I was showing her my Christmas tree, and she said to me like, oh, do you live with a family? And I said no, and then that's how we got into that conversation. I love that children are not afraid to ask questions, and that they're just very honest and truthful, and kids can't lie, so they just say whatever it is that they feel, and I just really love that about them, you know?
You learn to recognize the state of having adrenaline in your system and staying calm. And then I actually had this happen the other day. I was in a really hard conversation, something first thing in the morning. Was like, wait, what? Seriously? I feel like there's a wall of adrenaline hitting us all in every home. I really mean that. Jay doesn't tell me.
Can you see that spider? Oh my gosh, it's on the sponge. I just nearly dropped my camera. You know when your instinct is to like drop something that a spider's on because you're so surprised. So yeah, I picked up the camera to vlog, and what do I see? A spider on the camera. Oh God. The camera was sitting on the sofa by the cushion. So does that mean that the spider was sitting on the sofa? It must have been. Oh, I've got rid of it now, but anyway, never mind. I was doing my salad. I'm preparing my salad for tomorrow's lunch. I was in the middle of doing my salad before I very rudely got interrupted by that spider. And I'm also listening to a Jay Shetty podcast.
Really mean this. I really truly mean it.
You're too kind. Or we create this never-ending cycle and loop for ourselves and others where we stay in the pain. And what we're all saying is, what does it take, just as we have to learn to sit in that cold and regulate ourselves and adapt, what does it take to sit in the pain outside of the tub, regulate ourselves, rise to a place of peace, and then respond, and then get together, and as you said, the league of
reasonable
league of reasonable people.
I was thinking a moment ago, I wanted your opinion on this. So, in thinking about emotional interaction and the ways in which the world can be beautiful or challenging depending on the energy that's around us.
I know as well that at one point they're just logical and theoretical and practical, but they're not. Yeah, they don't hit me there, and so I don't mean in the sense of that I feel I'm important, but we all have a sense of I'm the controller, I can make things work, I know what's right. Take care of things you can't take care of. It's not because you're helpless or because it's actually the greatest sign of strength to help you.
I've got a new shower curtain, so I'm gonna take off the old one and put this new one on. It's exactly the same design, just like a white kind of waffle curtain. Exciting, shower curtain. You know when you've cleaned a curtain so much, like you scrubbed it, you've just cleaned it so much, but it gets to the point where it just needs replacing? It's like that, because I've had this for a little while now, so, and to be fair, it's like £12, so I mean, you know, it's worth replacing every now and then. So it comes with these hooks that I could just hook the curtain onto. It's a bit stiff. Yeah, it just opens like that. So I could use these, but I do already have some clips that are already on the line, so I might just use that instead. And then I'll keep these in the cupboard for just in case anything happens to those ones.
I can't let you go, baby. I just wanna tell you that. No, 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 no. Yeah. All of my friends say, girl, you better take care, 'cause that man is trouble, you best beware. And though deep down I know I might be headed for teardrops, now that you got me started, I just can't stop. No, no. 'Cause I love you, baby. I can't let you go, baby. I gotta tell you that I've been looking for love.
Oh, lovely, fresh, sparkling new shower curtain. And yeah, there are a couple of these missing at the top because some of them broke. So I just skipped some of them and just put on some of them, but not all of them. But I mean, it still holds a shower curtain up. It's not like it's fallen down or anything. There's just a little bit of a dip in it, but it's still all right. That'll do. At least it's nice and clean. That's all done. I'm happy with that now. I'm excited to have my first shower with my new shower curtain tomorrow morning. Do you know something that never gets old? Something that time and time again, even though I do it multiple times a day, I'm always like, ah, so lovely. Walking into the living room and seeing this absolute beauty. Hello, my pretty. Oh, isn't she so beautiful? So, so beautiful. I'm sorry, but walking into the living room and just seeing this to greet you, it's just lovely. I'm still not over it. I'm just still enjoying it so much, and it's just, oh, it just brings me so much joy. All of last week and today I've been showing my students my Christmas tree, and I've got this one student that I showed him my Christmas tree last week, and he said to me, oh, it's too early to decorate. Me and my family don't decorate until in December time, which is fair enough because the majority of people decorate in December rather than November. I appreciate that putting the Christmas tree up on, was it the 11th of November when I did it, is very early. But this morning when we had a class, what did he have behind him? A Christmas tree. So he had actually decorated his own Christmas tree with his family this weekend, which is really funny because just last week he saw my Christmas tree and said it was too early. So I wonder whether he saw my Christmas tree and thought, ah, I'll decorate mine. Probably not, it's probably just coincidence, but. So he had his class in front of the Christmas tree, which is really nice. Like, it made a very nice background. You know, I could get like a small Christmas tree to just pop in the corner when I'm teaching. Like, I could just have it maybe here or something. I could have like a Christmas tree here. Like, instead of these flowers, I could have like a short mini Christmas tree over here. I feel like that could look really, really cute. I've not drank enough water today. I think it's because when I'm teaching, I can't be running to the loo whenever I want. So I try not to really drink too much in the day when I'm teaching. And then it means that by the time I finish, it's like nearly the end of the day. So then I have to chug water to make up for the water that I didn't manage to drink during the day. But then I don't want to drink too much water, because getting out in the night, you know, when you go to sleep, having to go to the toilet multiple times in the night is very disruptive for your sleep. Oh my gosh. I feel like the things that I think about nowadays, or the things that I not worry about, but like, it's just funny. Is this what being 32 is like? Like, when you're 20 something years old, all you're thinking about is having a good time, going out, seeing your friends and just having fun. And then your 30s are getting excited about putting a new shower curtain up and trying not to drink too much water in the evening time so that you don't get out in the night to go to the toilet. Like, yeah. This is 32. I think I'm going to read some of my book for a little bit. I'm currently reading The Dixon Rule by Elle Kennedy. As I've mentioned recently, I'm loving Elle Kennedy's books. I've been a bit of a fan of hers for a little while now. Like, I find her books very fun to read. I love the banter in them. Like, I always really enjoy them. So yeah, The Dixon Rule. It's about a girl called Diana who is a cheerleading captain. It basically just follows her story living in her apartment, and she meets a hockey player called Shane, who is known for being a bit of a player, or kind of known for not being that committed. And it starts off with them having like a kind of hate to love relationship, you know, like when you can't stand someone and then eventually you get to know them and then you realise that, oh, they're actually great. That kind of thing. Like the whole haters to lovers kind of storyline that you often get in many romance books. They basically get into a relationship, or a fake relationship. So all of their friends and family think that they're together because Diana has a bit of a crazy ex who is a little bit obsessed with her. So she's kind of trying to keep him away at arm's length. And then also Shane is trying to make his ex-girlfriend jealous because he wants her back. So they get into this fake relationship kind of thing. But really, they actually like each other, and it's very obvious throughout. And yeah, it's just like a cute, fun storyline, and I'm enjoying it so far. And the next book in this series after this, it doesn't come out until February next year, February 2025. So I think after this, I'm going to read The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. Oh, look at that cover. Isn't that cover really cute? Very autumnal and wintry and, you know, kind of festive as well. So I'm thinking of reading this one next. Also as well, one of the books in this series, I think the third book in this series is set at Christmas time. So if I get onto the third book in time for before Christmas ends, then that will be really fun to read. So yeah, I think I might read this one after I finish The Dixon Rule. You know, I'm so tempted to read ACOTAR, A Court of Thorns and Roses. Yeah, I'm very, very tempted. I just feel like that would be a nice one to read around this time of year, because it's like winter and it would just be like cozy and everything. But I don't know, I'm just so kind of a little bit apprehensive because I'm a little bit of a scaredy cat, and I do find, obviously in A Court of Thorns and Roses, there are like monsters and creatures and battling and things like that. And when I did read Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, although I did enjoy it, I did sometimes find it on the edge of like a bit too much. And it's not even super scary, like it's not scary at all, like there's no way you would call that a thriller. I am just someone who is very affected by anything that is, I don't know, I'm just very sensitive, okay? I'm just very sensitive. When I was reading Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, I remember, because in those books there were some characters, what were they called? Were they called Wyvern or something? Wyverns? Basically, they were like creatures or monsters that had like red eyes, red veiny eyes, and yeah, trying to kill you basically. And I remember I did have a couple of dreams / nightmares where I thought that those wyvern creatures were chasing me. So as much as I loved the dragons, I absolutely loved the dragons and everything in Fourth Wing, and I loved the storyline, like it was so much adrenaline, it was so much fun, but I did find it a little bit scary at times. And also as well, there were like a couple of scenes where Violet, the main character, was kind of being tortured a little bit, and it was just a little bit unsettling. Like I said, I'm just sensitive. I'm a sensitive girl, you know? I like to read about things that are exciting, but I also don't like to be feeling like on edge, or I don't like to be feeling unsettled, you know? So I feel like if I was to read A Court of Thorns and Roses, that it could potentially be a bit much for me, just because, like I said, as much as I absolutely love the fantasy element of things and I really enjoy like being sucked into another world, I don't enjoy the scary parts of it. Like, and it was the same with when I read Harry Potter as well when I was younger. Like, I really enjoyed it, but any time that Voldemort was coming up in the book, or any time that there was anything like sinister, like I used to hate it. And I got through it and I read it because it was Harry Potter. And it's the same when I watch the movies as well. Like, I find Harry Potter scary. I know that I am a bit over the top because nobody would ever say that Harry Potter is scary, probably, unless they were like 5 years old. Basically, I'm like a 5-year-old. So yeah, if you know of any fantasy books where there are no super scary storylines, or where there are basically just dragons and fluffy unicorns and rainbows, and that would be great for me to read. But anyway, so the Dixon rule, I'm going to continue with this for a bit. And how lucky am I that I've got this lovely view as I'm reading. Gorgeous Christmas tree, lovely fireplace on the TV, my fairy lights, wonderful. When I ordered this book, I got this free bookmark, which I thought was quite generous, you know, I do love a freebie. It's got some of these books advertised. I've actually read these books already. The Fine Print by Lauren Asher, Terms and Conditions, Final Offer. Oh, there's another one in the series. I haven't read that last one there, Love Redesigned, but I've read these other three. The books were okay, they were alright. They weren't my favourite, but they were okay. Love books, books to fall in love with. And then books, your favourite romance books in special edition. Twisted Love, Twisted Games, Twisted Hate, Twisted Lies. Oh, I wonder what they're like, but from the title, it sounds like they're kind of toxic romance books, and I don't think I'm really into that. Right, anywho, let's read for a little bit.
Never gonna be alone, 'cause with you I'm finally coming home. I wanna be with you always, 'cause that is what my heart says. That's what my heart says. I wanna be with you always. You are my world in every place. It's the things that you do.
Just dishing up dinner. Have you seen those TikToks that are like, dish up dinner with me? I have actually done a couple of TikToks where I've done like a dish up dinner with me, or more of a mukbang, I mean, I've not been on TikTok in maybe 2 years at this point, but I did do a couple of McDonald's mukbangs where I was eating the Big Tasty, and there's a microwave for my mince. Yeah, I did do a couple of mukbangs on TikTok a couple of years ago. If I was to go back on TikTok, I probably would do some dish up dinners, you know, dish up dinner with me. So today we're having mince, jacket potato. I like watching them. I think they're kind of cozy, and I'm very nosy and I like seeing what people eat for dinner. Maybe I'll go back on TikTok in the future. Who knows? TikTok is fun. It is a lot of fun, and it's a lot quicker than YouTube, of course, because YouTube is very lengthy. Like, it takes hours and hours and hours to do a vlog. Not just to film it, but to edit it and everything. It takes like 5 working days. Whereas TikTok, you can edit something in like an hour maximum most of the time, depending on what you're doing. Maybe if you're doing something very intricate, but I remember it would take me like no more than 45 minutes to an hour to edit something on TikTok. But then again, YouTube has my heart, you have my heart. YouTube is just my absolute favourite. If I had to get rid of every single social media platform, I find it really weird that YouTube is classed as social media, because to me it's not social media. It's so meaningful to me. It's more than just social media, you know, but it is technically, I guess. But if I had to get rid of every social media platform but one, it would definitely be YouTube that I would keep, because YouTube is just, it's just the best. It's just so nice. Like, it just makes you feel like a warm, cozy hug. Well, depending on the videos that you watch. Like, some people watch debates on YouTube, or some people watch gaming videos, or I don't know, like whatever you want. Or some people just go to YouTube to find tutorials, like how to put my shower curtain up, or how to install my new Wi-Fi box. Some people just use YouTube for very practical purposes, but for me, I use YouTube because it's like my best friend. I've got a dinner that I eat very often: mince, jacket potato and broccoli. Oh. I'm gonna put some butter in. They do a vegan Lurpak now, well, plant-based technically. So if you are plant-based, or you just like eating plant-based butters, then they do plant-based Lurpak. Absolutely wonderful news. I am not plant-based, like I eat everything really, but I just find that if I try and limit dairy as much as possible, then it's better for eczema. If you suffer from eczema, then limiting your dairy is really, really good. So yeah, I usually have like plant-based butter, and I have oat milk and things like that, just because it does help with not feeling as itchy if you have eczema. So, and that's also the same with gluten as well, like having, I think, or maybe it's the wheat in bread that can sometimes make eczema aggravated. And then also sugar as well. A couple of things that make eczema worse. So yeah, I have plant-based butter, and Lurpak do a plant-based one now, which is so good. And it tastes pretty good. Like, if I tasted this and I tasted the standard dairy Lurpak, I don't know if I would know much of a difference. Like, it does taste very similar. It's very, very good. So also I quite like the Flora buttery plant-based butter. That's good as well.
I'm telling you that there ain't no other way. Pack your bags and then you will go away. I'm not gonna be begging you to stay. Said maybe if you asked me yesterday, I would handle this differently. Things are different, I'm a new me. That's not gonna happen.
Mince. There is a potato underneath that mince somewhere. And broccoli as well.
'Cause I do what I do, and it's time for something new, yeah. Gotta know when to let go, gotta know when to let go, gotta know when to let go. Sometimes.
Oh, look at the Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Oh, turning off the lights just makes it so much cozier. I absolutely love it. This is my favourite time of day. My other favourite time of day as well is in the morning when I wake up and I have a coffee and I have the Christmas tree on. And also when I'm reading a book and it's all cozy lighting like this, it's just so nice. I am gonna watch I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. I'm very tempted to watch Christmas movies. I've been watching Christmas movies though for the last week. Like every day I've been watching different ones on Netflix. I've also listened to a lot of Christmas music over this week and over the weekend as well. And it's been wonderful, it's been so nice. On the weekend, on Saturday, I was doing my makeup and I was getting ready to go out and I had Michael Bublé playing and I was singing along and it was so lovely. So yeah, I've really started like getting festive, like I'm feeling festive. So I'm very tempted to watch a Christmas movie, but I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here has just started. If you don't know what I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here is, it's an entertainment reality TV show where a bunch of celebrities go into the jungle in Australia and they're there for 2 weeks and they have all of these trials to do, like they have to face their fears and do tasks with snakes and spiders and... Okay, so the first episode started yesterday. It's an hour and 45 minutes long. I probably won't be able to watch all of it because I don't have an hour and 45 minutes spare this evening, but I'll watch maybe half an hour of it or something.
On ITVX.
Ready for your bush tucker trial?
Okay.
It's my worst nightmare come true. Oh god.
Hold up on the side. Right.
37 minutes into I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, but I've had to stop it now because it's time to start getting ready for bed and everything and washing up and all that jazz. So I'll watch the rest of it tomorrow evening with my dinner. Although eating and watching I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here is not the best combo. They had to do a trial, it was like a mini one, where they had to drink bull's penis and fish eyes, and it was all blended in this horrible thick drink. So I was watching them drink that and they were like gagging and spitting, and I was eating my lovely mince and jacket potato. So I mean, that wasn't the nicest. So yeah, I forgot, it's sometimes a little bit difficult to eat dinner and watch this program at the same time because a lot of the time they're always doing like disgusting things. They had to jump out of a plane. They always have to jump out of a plane on the very first episode. And oh my God, it just looks absolutely terrifying. I feel terrified just watching them jump out of a plane and I'm just at home, safe on my sofa in my living room. But anywho, I'm gonna go and wash up and get ready for bed and everything. So thank you so much for spending the day with me and I shall see you next Wednesday. Good night.